Hi. I made it. How's the stream look? Let me know. 1, if it's good. 2, if it's shite. Let me know in the comments. 1 good, 2 if it's shite. And I'll turn the Wi-Fi off. I have phone signal too, so we can try that if not. Honest man. Lost Renegades at the same time? Oh, geez. Oh, no. Well, thank you so much for watching me. That means a lot. That's awesome. They are super entertaining. I like watching them. So that's really cool that you came here. Hi, yes. Hey, how's it going, Knobs? How's it going, Phoenix? How's the, does the stream look good, or should I turn it on my, should I use my phone signal? Is the stream good with the Wi-Fi? Leave that alone. Leave it alone. Audrey's trying to get in my mac and cheese. We just parked, and so I'm fixing food. Looks great. Awesome. Heck of a lot better than last time, I'm sure. That was pretty wonky. Good. Yay. Hey, Val. How's it going? Well, I'm glad it's good this time. I was like, I have all my bars, and I have the Wi-Fi on, and they all looked good. So I'm a bachelor. I can drink straight out of the jug. Audrey's really sad right now because she's not getting any mac and cheese. Mouse and cheese for Audrey. Looks good, and so do you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Not bad. All right. Well, I am glad to hear that. What is going on there? I don't know what that was. So how's everybody doing? How's it going today? Is everybody having a good day? Are you at a destination? I'm not at the destination, no. But I am on the road. I am on the road. I was in Madrid, New Mexico, to try to make a little bit of money, do some tattoos, and make a little money for diesel for the rest of the way because I was out of funds. And I was able to do a couple tattoos, so I have some more diesel money, so I went ahead and hit the road last night, and then the roads were really rough where I was parked at going out, and so we just stopped in the actual little town of Madrid, and they have a ballpark there you can overnight camp at, so we just camped there overnight, and then we walked around and checked out Madrid, which is a super cute little town, by the way. We checked that out, and then this morning we went ahead and hit the road. And yeah, we're going 25 south and then cutting over on I-10 because it's if you go 40, they have really huge mountains that you have to go up and down, which I had taken before the first time I went to Phoenix, and I did not want to do that again, especially with, the tires and the RPM issue with the governor and stuff. So, yeah, we went ahead and took I-25 south. It'll add a little bit of time on, but it'll be less, it won't be as hard on the bus. Knob said, damp, cold, and crappy outside. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it was snowing whenever I left, going in between rain and snow whenever I left Madrid, but it's sunny here right now. Val said, just finished a bowl and eating some Oreos. Ooh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm getting ready to have dinner. It'll take a little bit. The oven is just about ready to temperature to put the fries in. I'm just going to have fries and mac and cheese. But it sounds great right now. I'm stoked. Honest man, is tonight the night of the tattoo tour, or will you make a separate video? I will make a separate video for that because I need to get a bikini for you to see any of those tattoos. I don't have a bikini anymore. I don't know what happened. I had like 3 of them, and now I don't. So I'll need to get a bikini and stuff, and then I'll do that another day. Flagstaff got 2 foot of snow. I heard it was snowing really bad in Flagstaff. I bet it's gorgeous, but I definitely wouldn't want to drive in that. So I did not go that way at all. We were going south first and then cutting over. Oh yeah, fries with macaroni and cheese is amazing. Phoenix said, so going towards, yes. Yes. I don't know the proper way to say that. Is it Las Cruz? I don't know. But yeah, we're going that way. And then cutting over off of I-10. Knob said, do you dip your french fries in milkshakes? No, because, I never have, because I'm lactose intolerant. And the only time I've actually ever thought about that is when I'm in a drive-thru getting fries, and I can't have their milkshakes because it's too much milk. So I would have to make my own with, like, lactate milk. And I haven't ever thought about doing that. I bet. I hear it's delicious. Yeah, I'm lactose, but I'm still eating some cheese every once in a while. I really can't do milk. Like, cheese and, like, pizza and stuff, I can do in small amounts. I just can't, if anything with just straight milk in it, not unless the lactose is taken out of it, I can't do it. It's a bummer, but at least I can have some cheese every once in a while and it's fine. Mel said, I travel with lactate pills because sometimes Shake Shack is too tempting. You know, I tried that. I did try the lactate pills with a milkshake before, and it didn't. The milk just tears me up, even with the lactate pills. So I just complain about them there not being a lactose-free milkshake place anywhere. That's really what it is. Nub said, how's the oil pressure gauge been? It's been good. You know? I tightened up those bolts that were around the oil pan, and I've been keeping an eye on it, and so far so good on that. I mean, I still, I obviously still have, excuse me, I still have the issue with the RPMs and stuff because of the governor kicking in, because it's confused. Apparently it's a mechanical governor. I think I mentioned that last time, so it can't be reprogrammed or anything like that. So I'm going to have to get new tires. Hopefully I can just get 2 front new tires, but I'm going to try to check on that whenever I get to... I mean, I made it this far, you know? Whenever I get to the Phoenix area, I'm going to try to get a hold of AAA Bus and see if they have any tires that are about that size, and if they're not, like, swamped because of all the other buses in right now, maybe I can go ahead and get those replaced. That would be nice, but that depends on how much money I make and, like, if they even have time for me, so we'll see. Val said, certain cheeses don't have lactose usually. Yeah, the harder cheeses are easier to digest, 100%. The harder the cheese, the easier it is to digest. Phoenix said, good town aerospace company I worked for is their spin launch, as well as Spaceport America. Yeah, I saw Spaceport America. It's a little ways off my path. I'm debating whether I'm going to go there or not and check it out, but I did see it. I just haven't made up my mind. Phoenix said, I'd call now. They might need to order for you. Yeah. I guess I'm like, am I close enough to give them like a time frame? Yeah, I think I'm close enough I could give them a time frame. Yeah, I might go ahead and check on that, and just to get an idea of like how much it would be. I'm hoping I can also trade in, like they'd give me some kind of discount because my tires are still in really good shape. Hopefully, that would be lovely if they could give me some kind of little discount. Man, I gotta turn up this fan because this freaking oven is getting it extra toasty in here right now. I hope this isn't... Let me know if the fan's too loud. I gotta, like, air it out. It's getting... About to start... Woo! It's getting hot! Val said, also, it's pretty disappointing, but not being lactose intolerant is actually a mutation. We're normal. Yeah, because I mean, we aren't made to be processing dairy as adults. Milk, we're not supposed to process milk as adults. No other animal does that, just us. Nob said we're the only animals that drink milk. Oh, that's exactly what I just said. We're on the same page, Knobs. Exactly. We are the only animal. You want to say hi? Jinx, you owe me a Coke. She looks not impressed, doesn't she? She's like, Mom, put me down. Not impressed. Your little tail's going crazy. I know. What's wrong? You're mad because you didn't get the cheese? I'm sorry. I'll give you a bite of it when it's done, okay? I will. I'll give you a bite when it's done. Don't get in an attitude with me or you don't get any. No cheese for you. So, let's see. We got Val, Knobs, Phoenix. Who else is in the chat? Honest Man, you still in the chat too? That's cool. Val said, we're also the only animals that drink the milk of a different species. 100%. How weird are we? We're super weird. Super weird. Feels good to be on the road, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super excited. Oh, you're gonna see this place, too. It's a weird little... It was just a fluke. I just was ready to stop. Like, I didn't even drive that long today. I only drove, like, a couple hours. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's attached. I only drove, like, a couple hours, but I was already over it. I guess because we hadn't drove in a while. It had been, like, I don't know, a little over a week or something, I think, we were parked up there in Madrid. So, like, yeah, like 2 hours in, and I was ready to freaking park and take a break. And so I just was looking for any rest area or anything to sort of pull over for a little bit. And I found this little place that said camping, and it said gas, camping, and food. And I was like, sick, we're gonna stop there. And then the gas tanks are closed, so I'm glad I had diesel, like, and I wasn't just looking for diesel. But the gas tanks are closed, but it's really cool. They've got some really awesome vehicles here and stuff. And we're parked over in the truck parking area right now. It's really cool. I can't wait. I'm going to show you guys on the video. I took some footage of some of the stuff around here. Honest Med said, tonight I had boxed cheesy pasta for dinner, and instead of putting regular butter in it, I used garlic butter. Oh, yes, that sounds good. I do have garlic salt that I put in mine occasionally. Yeah, Val said that sounds delicious. It does. Knobs, iced tea unsweetened or instant diabetic blend? Oh, this is Milo's sweet tea. So it's extra diabetes. But it's so good. My brother actually gets this, and then he waters it down so it's not as sweet. That's probably smart, but I like my sugar, I'm not gonna lie. But luckily I don't get a sweet tooth super often, so hopefully I don't have to worry about that. We'll see. Val said, I can't complain, though my dad made us some homemade... oh my god, those are so good. Those are so good. Nob said that last place you drove through looked janky. With the Volkswagen Bugs? Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, no. I know where you're talking about. Yeah, that was that same video. Yeah, that was on iOverlander. Can you believe that? That was on iOverlander, and the photos that they used were photos of the little town area, not that actual spot. So I almost feel like that was a trap. Like, it felt like it was a trap. Honest man, I thought it was a jug of beer. No. Let me tell you, I tried to drink I had a big tall thing of beer. I have to be in the mood for that. I was like, oh, maybe I'll drink some beer, but I wasn't really in the mood for it. I didn't drink any of that fucking beer, dude. It ended up getting wasted. You know, flat beer is terrible. So I ended up wasting a ton of it. I've got a whole other can in there. I'm just waiting till I really am in the mood so I don't waste it. No, I'm saying I love sugar too, but I stay away from it. Yeah, I don't do it super often. Like I have Kit Kats from Halloween still in my fridge that I save and give people that I'm tattooing when their blood sugar's low or they need to eat something. Because I don't eat chocolate very much at all. I will put sugar in my drinks, but like I don't really do sweets as far as candy or anything like that very much at all. It's very, very rare that I do that. Nom says if it was on iOverlander, it's probably some serial killer's lair. It looked like it, didn't it? It looked like it. I think somebody got on there and was like, ooh, I'm gonna go on iOverlander, we're gonna put this on there. Because they put photos of the little town. So it actually, like, in the photos, because I always look at the photos, as you should, but the photos were all in the town. And it was nice, like it said, abandoned truck stop, or what, old truck stop, or whatever, right? But the pictures it had on there were, like, a vintage truck stop that was still, like, kept up and everything. So it makes you think, oh, it's still kept up and everything, so, like, it's fine. And then I get there and I'm like, no. And it turned out it was in the actual town. They're trying to trap you. You gotta be careful. That said, I was just thinking there's definitely a few bodies buried out there. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Honest man, that scary place looked like something from The Walking Dead. It really did. It did, 100%. I was like 100% sure that, like, I was like, I'm not getting out of the bus. Even though I love to explore, and I really, like, part of me wanted to go explore. But then the smarter part of me said, let's not white girl this shit and just go walking in. Because there could be people squatting. More than likely, there were people squatting in at least one of those buildings. Phoenix, you update the reviews, connect a video. Oh, yeah. I'm going to. I am going to for sure, because that is super dangerous. It's just like shortly after that, my signal started getting wonky. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because people need to be aware. Because that looked dangerous. Yeah, so I'm guessing none of you would have stayed the night there as well, right? You all got that vibe, like there is probably a murderer hiding out in here. Might step on a needle. Did you see the mattress with like 20 bottles of piss? There were a few of them, to be honest. There was one when you first went in, and then there were like a few other mattresses with bottles of piss, and who knows, whatever. So I'm sure there were needles. I'm sure there were needles. Oh, I gotta turn this down a little bit. It's getting hot. I'm checking my fries. Okay. We're good. I'm letting my fries get pretty well cooked, and then I'm going to pop in the mac and cheese and just heat it up. I got it in a nice little metal tin. I'm just going to, with some butter, and I'm just going to put that in there to warm that up, because that's leftovers from last night. Yeah, I'm going to update that for sure. Where's my little thing? Oh, I found it. Oh, I got my, so I don't have my, I don't have my new app situation figured out on my, laptop yet. But I do have a stabilizer for my phone. So my phone can get pretty good quality video. I don't necessarily like uploading or having all of my videos on my phone and then having to upload it onto the iPad to edit it and everything, but it works for now. So I got a stabilizer. So like, I just started filming with it though, so like this next video, if it's a little shaky in spots, I apologize, but the following video will definitely be a lot more stable and easier to watch. I don't want anybody getting seasick watching my videos. You know what I mean? I would. You gotta take sea. You gotta take. What are those pills called for? Oh yeah, motion sickness pills. I don't want you to have to take motion sickness pills to watch my videos. So. Yes, gimbal. Yes, that's what I mean. Can you not call it the same? Can it not? Can it not be that? Does it have to be a gimbal? Yes, a gimbal. That's what I mean. Thanks, snobs. Knobs is like, pardon me. I think you meant gimbal. I thought maybe you had an arm brace for it. Look here. Look here, Knobs. Back up. You can hit me with it. I might. I might. Except it's expensive, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess it up. You mean a doohickey? Yes, a doohickey thingamabob. Exactly. Honest man knows. A doohickey thingamabob. That's exactly right. And I could have said that, Knobs. Couldn't I? Do people not say stabilizer for gimbal? Now you got me on a whole thing. Is that not a thing? I can't be the only person that said that. That's all I'm saying. It is toasty. I think it's going to be in like the 20... I think it's going to be like 23 tonight. So I don't want to turn... I want it to be warm in here, but like, goodness. It is toasty right now. Oh, I can turn that down a little bit more. Oh, that might be too much. The oven's at like 475 right now, so. Nub said, instead of a drone, you can put it on top of the bus height measuring stick. Smart ass, dude. I could. Val said, I'm just realizing your hat in that color is giving me Tank Girl vibes. I think I did on my, one of those old thirst traps I did on TikTok. I wore this at the beginning of the Tank Girl video, and then I had an actual helmet, Tank Girl helmet that I painted and everything that I wore at the end of it. Because, yeah, it does. 100%. Nob said, Val, it does look like that. It does. And I am fully aware of it. Fully aware. I love that. Tank Girl is amazing. But I gave the helmet because my friend Autumn loaned me the helmet years ago. And so I decided I was going to paint. She is also a huge Tank Girl fan. And so I, bigger than me, a lot bigger than me. She's, you know, they're on another level, okay? And so I decided I was going to paint it and everything, and I did that for like a Halloween thing, and then I just gave it to her. So, and I was like, now it's yours, you know what I mean? Because I knew she'd appreciate it, and I was like, you gave it to me a while back, so I'm giving it back to you. She didn't want to take it, but she did. So hopefully she does a Tank Girl at some point. That would make me happy. Nob said, I have the Elmer Fudd model. Red and black checkers. Nice. Val said, maybe that's why I recognize that hat. I'm pretty familiar with her thirst traps. That might be it. It was at the very beginning. You know, it was one of those Infinity. It was at the very beginning of the Infinity one, and then I transitioned into the Tank Girl helmet. Yeah, that might be where you recognize it. I wore it a few times, though. Phoenix said she's a living Tank Girl. The only thing I like, I'm surprised I haven't done an actual Tank Girl photo shoot. But I'm sort of not really feeling photo shoots much anymore, but like, I should have done that, I feel like. I should have done that at some point, but I didn't. I don't know if I will now. I'm sort of out of it, honestly. Like, there's more to freaking photo shoots and stuff than people think about usually. But who knows? Never say never. We'll see, I guess. It might happen. How long are those fries supposed to be at? Oh shit. Hold on. Let me check my fries. My cord's in the way. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Gotta check my fry situation. Woo! Ow! That's hot as shit. Yeah, they're almost done. They're very hot. Fries in. Oh. I'm putting in my mac and cheese. Hold on. Oh my god. There we go. And then I can turn that all the way on low, and we should be good. Alright, done. I did my thing. Val said, I love cool photo shoots like that. Yeah, me too. I've seen some really amazing Tank Girl photo shoots, too. Now, said I had to look which one up. Look what one up. Val said, I definitely do your hair and makeup for a Tank Girl shoot. Oh, yeah, that would be sick. The only thing is the only person that I'd have shoot me is in Nebraska. Is the only thing. That's the only person I would let shoot me now. He's in Nebraska. That's if I did it. Oh, Tank Girl? Did you not know who Tank Girl was, Nobs? There's a picture of me wearing that helmet. Actually, the one that I painted and stuff, while I'm tattooing. And I've got a fake cigar in my mouth and everything. Holy mackerel, Nobs. Well, you're gonna have to get caught up. You have a lot of stuff to read and watch. Val said, I also know where we can have a Tank Girl for the background. Oh, a tank for the background. Yeah, that would have to be planned. We'll see how I'm getting up there in age, and I'm sort of getting. There's a whole thing you got to do prior to a shoot. I have to eat differently and all that shit to feel good enough to do it. It's not a huge thing. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see if I feel like doing it at some point, I'll let you know. Enough said, I don't really watch TV. Well, it started out as a comic. And they've also made a movie. And it was a but it started out with comics. Oh, Nob said I just started Wednesday. I still haven't started Wednesday yet. I can't say anything about anything. Honest Man said Tank Girl is a lot of my lesbian friends' first crushes. That makes sense. That makes that makes a lot of sense. It does. Makes a lot of sense. I'm so hungry. I mean, how could she not be? Is really the question. Phoenix said, think there was a short cartoon for Tank Girl. Yeah! I wasn't 100% if I was remembering that correctly or not. Because I almost said that, and I was like, was it? Or am I just... Because if I read the comics and it has photos, sometimes I'll do that in my head and make it I'll play it out in my head, so I wasn't sure if that memory was correct and it was actually a short cartoon or if it was just me playing the comic in my head. I wasn't 100%. Val said, I just remember the movie with, yes. That was the first, I saw that before I knew about the comics, honestly. Because I never even went to comic book stores or anything as a kid, so I didn't start going to comic book stores. Well, the nearest one was like an hour away from our house, a little over an hour, growing up. And so I didn't find out about that until I was an adult, actually, and I went to my first comic book store with my brother. Phoenix said, I wish I could do that with pictures. Oh. Sorry. I don't know what... There's not, if I could let you know some kind of technique or something, I would, but I don't really know a way to help with that. Val said, me too. I didn't see the comics till years later. Yeah. Is that a dog I'm hearing? I don't know. The girls aren't reacting, so maybe not. It might be somebody's brakes or something. French fries and mac and cheese. I wish it was warmer when I was in Madrid. I'm going to have to go back there when it's a little bit warmer because I wanted to go in some of those stores and stuff, but I was cold. And I was walking the girls, so I'm so excited about the mac and cheese and French fries, you guys. Oh, it's yellow. It's yellow. Or orange, really, I guess. Because it's not yellow. It's orange. Let's be real. It's that extra rich cheese powder mix. But I'm so flipping hungry. It cannot be done quick enough. I think, what have I had to eat today? I had 2 biscuits with butter on them. And that's all I've eaten today. So I'm like really hungry right now. Of course, here it's like 5:30. So it's not like ridiculously late, but still. Yeah, it's 5:30 here. The sun's just now getting ready to go down. But it's so cloudy right now. Can't even see a sunset. And the back of my bus is covered with so much like salt and stuff that I'm gonna have to spray off of this thing. Atomic orange powder, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Nob said that will be breakfast too. No, I'm probably gonna eat all of this tonight. I bet. I'm freaking hungry. I am really hungry. There's not like a ton left. Look, I made 2 boxes of that mac and cheese last night just to make sure that I had leftovers to heat up today after I was driving. And then I was like, I'm also gonna do fries and stuff. I'm gonna eat all of that. You gotta see the amount of mac. I ate an entire box of mac and cheese, no problem, last night. So like, there's 1 box left in here, and I guarantee I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be delicious. I am so hungry. Oh, it's gonna be so good. You know I don't have ketchup and mayo? Something really good. I'm not tonight, but for another night with these fries or the tater tots, I love doing ketchup mayo. You know what I mean? You gotta, but separately, and then you just dip them individually, so you can change the amount of ketchup or mayo that you do. Does anybody else do that? Anybody else love ketchup mayo with their not tater tots or French fries? It's amazing. I am so excited, Val. I'm trying to be patient, but I'm so hungry. And I was like, I don't have anything quick to like, I'm like looking. I don't really have anything quick to eat. That's why I'm drinking so much tea. Distracting myself. Oh, you mix yours? Knobs, you're missing out. You're missing out, Knobs. Val mixes theirs. So, like, I don't know. I've mixed it. Okay, and they even have what's it called now? It's called Maya Chip or something. Who's it? Heinz. That just they've been making all these like mixed that everybody mixes. Oh, Tabasco. Yeah, Tabasco on fries is good too. That is also good. But yeah, I believe it's Heinz. I'm pretty sure. But they make the mixes, and they have one. I think it's mayo chip or something, and it's a mix of mayo and ketchup together, like pre-mixed. I tried it; it wasn't bad, but I prefer for some reason doing it individually so I can change the amount for whatever bite I'm having. I don't know. Val said, most Dominican restaurants by me sell that as pink sauce. Yes, yes, yes. Honest man, I put brown sauce on my mac and cheese. What is that? Like gravy? Like brown gravy? Is that what you mean? Knob said salt and vinegar fries. I've done salt and vinegar chips. That's probably the same thing. It is Heinz. Yeah, I've seen it like making my own. Yeah. I prefer a separately to make. Knob said that should be the commercial. Try it. It's not bad. Try it. It's not bad. It's better than plain. I think it's freaking delicious. I love it. I think I can't remember when I started doing the mayo ketchup thing, but like it's like a delicacy now. I love that. But I don't have either of those things right now. I'm going to get that before I freaking, because I'm going to have to go grocery shopping before I get over to the Quartzsite area. Because apparently what I've been hearing is that like Quartzsite is just about completely out of food and supplies. So I'm going to have to make sure to stop by like a Walmart in Phoenix or something first and like stock up on like propane and propane, water, and like whatever food as well. I like a lot of that stuff frozen too, which is really weird, I think. You eat it frozen? You eat frozen tots? That is weird, man. That's weird. I said after reading the brown sauce comment, I said exactly what you said half a second. Yeah, brown gravy? Honest man, have we got a response yet? I need to know. Is it brown gravy that you're talking about? Brown sauce? Is that brown gravy? I need to know what this sauce is. It's got to be brown gravy, right? It's got to be. What else could it be? Or soy sauce? What other sauce is brown? Oh man. Tell us what sauce it is. Brown mustard? I'm like trying to think what other sauces are brown. It's gotta be gravy. Honest Man said, okay, frozen tots sound like a medicinal, a medical issue. It's not brown gravy, it's also called HP sauce over here. What is that, though? What is HP sauce? We said soy sauce at the same time. Maybe they're colorblind. What is... It's also called HP sauce. I need to know what this is. But what is it? What does it taste like, honest man? Tell us what flavor it is. I think that will help. I need to stir my macaroni and cheese. I'm going to stir my macaroni and cheese real quick. I'm going to get my oven and stir my mac and cheese. Stirring. Oh, I'm making a mess that I'm going to have to clean up later. Sorry, stirring my mac and cheese real quick. I will be looking at you again here in 1 second. Oh my god. Can I not drop my macaroni and cheese? Let's see if this is hot enough. I'm so hungry it might be fine. It's not really that hot. But I might be like, it's fine because I am starving. I think it's gonna be fine. How hot is this? I'm so hungry. We're just gonna have slightly warm mac and cheese with fries because I am starving. And it's gonna be good enough. Okay. It's barely warm, but it's fine. I'm too hungry to wait anymore. Let's go ahead and put my fries on my mac and cheese. Oh yeah, I'm so hungry. I'm so pumped about this, you all. Like so freaking pumped. Thanks so much for being with me tonight, you guys. I'm just like, it's tangy. You'll have to look it up. Okay, I'm going to look it up because I want to know what it is. It's some British stuff. It's tomatoes. And what does that taste like? I don't think I've had that before. It seems like I would have known if I did, but I don't think I've had that before. Knob said I just looked to some kind of tangy English stuff that looks like animal style fries from In-N-Out Burger. Mmm. Yes. I've only had In-N-Out Burger once, and that was before I became vegetarian. I wasn't that impressed, if I'm going to be honest. I'm so sorry to anybody who is a diehard fan. These fries are really good, though. They're really good. If they had just a little bit more, like, breading on the outside, it would be... Oh my god! Okay, look. I didn't... Okay. So one of the vehicles here... I told you there's a bunch of different vehicles that I'm going to show you. One of the vehicles here is a bus that they put... like a... rocket... like blasters, you know what I mean? Like you have on rockets or whatever. I can't think of what they're called right now. But anyway, it has those on the back of it. And I just thought it just, it just like looked like that. They light it up. It's lit up right now. So it's glowing like blue. I don't know if I could show you. I don't know if you'd be able to see it through my window. Oh my god! Hold on. I'm going to see if I can show you just a second. Let's see if you can see. I'm going to pick you up. Come with me. I'm just going to show you out this window. We're going to see if you can check this out. I don't know. I might have to... Hold on. Can you see it? Hold on. I'm trying. It might be... You might not be able to see it. Oh my god. You can't see it, can you? No. I'm like, where... Dang on it. Well, I tried to show you. I'm sorry. You can't see it. But anyway, it's pretty cool. I'll have to sneak out later and get some footage of it. Yeah, I blame the, like, salt and stuff on the windows, probably. That's probably why. Thrust cones. Yeah, but they're lit up. They're like a bluish purple color. It's really cool. Anyway. I just like surprises, and that's a little surprise. Yeah, I couldn't get you any closer to the window without it being a whole ordeal. Because, like, I'd have to take you out of the light stand and then put you back. It's a whole thing. I'll put it in the video, though, no worries. I'll go out and get some footage of it. There's some really cool vehicles. You guys are going to dig it. No, sounds cool. I always wanted to put a rocket on the back of a truck. Great to keep the tailgaters back. Hi, baby. Yeah, Mama's eating. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm eating, you guys. I'm so hungry. I'm trying to at least take bites off screen so I'm not like just shoving food in my face. Rogue's down here begging right now. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. I'm trying to... I gotta go this way. You wanna sit up here on the couch? You wanna sit up here? You wanna come up? No? Okay. Was there anything you guys wanted to talk about right now? Any questions or anything for me? Because I'm just like stuffing my face. You want to come up here? This bus is so dusty right now. I'm gonna have to get a thorough clean soon. With like all the rain and snow. With all that rain and snow and stuff, the girls got a little dirty. And then, you know, as the huskies dry off and stuff, the dirt just sheds off of them as well. And so there's like, I have to do laundry and everything. Because everything's like got dirt and stuff on it right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a thorough cleaning. Nub says, how's the shower holding up? Great. Shower's doing great. I only, you know, I'm not taking a shower every day or anything because I have to conserve my water, but it works great. I have used it a few times. It's amazing. I love it. Somebody's parked over here, like, thumping music right now. I'm gonna have to be nosy and, like, peep out there here in a second. How do you clean the grass walls? So I actually did a video on this. It's on my YouTube. I did a short video on my YouTube and on TikTok about it. But everything is waterproofed underneath of the turf. And then the turf is outdoor turf, okay? And on the back of the outdoor turf, there are, like, drainage lines. Like, drainage areas, you know what I mean? And then it has little holes as well for the drainage. So I waterproofed the entire shower. Then I put the turf on with the drainage going down. All facing the same way, all lined up, so that if water gets into it, it will drain down the waterproofing and come out the bottom of the shower. Also, you can just dry off the shower walls with a towel afterwards. But if you are really concerned, like if you're taking a lot of showers and you're in a humid area and you're concerned about mold anyway, you can also do a vinegar water spray and just spritz that over it, and that'll prevent mold as well. But typically, as long as I take my shower and I can take the towel and just sort of dry off the walls, I'm not going to have any issues with that. I don't even necessarily need to do that, but yeah, that's how you do it if you want to do something similar. It's easy. Easy peasy. As long as you waterproof it underneath, as long as all underneath is totally waterproofed, you're going to be good to go. Oh, hey, Raw! Hey there. Me too. I'm on the road. I'm excited. We were parked for a little while in Madrid, and we are on the road again. Heading towards Arizona. Thanks for joining. I only had biscuits earlier, so I'm totally eating during the stream. I'm trying to eat off stream. But thanks for tuning in. was Audrey. I was like, what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, is there, what do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about anything in particular? I feel rude stuffing my face. Any other questions or anything for me before we've already been on here 50 minutes. That's amazing. Time flies! Who did not eat this fry that's on the floor here? Excuse me. Hmm? Do do do. Yeah, if anybody has any other questions or anything like that, let me know and we'll go ahead and answer that. Or if there's something you guys want to talk about, we'll go ahead and talk about that. And then I'll wait to really stuff my face until we get off here. I'm gonna be just like shoveling it in. I'm so sorry, I have some munchies. Do you want some? I'll pass it through the screen for you, Val. I love munchies. Sorry about that. I'm so, like, literally, as soon as we get off here, I'm gonna be like, I might grab a spatula and just start, like, shoveling it in my face. If you think that's shoveling, you gotta see what I do when we're off stream. Cutie pie. Such a lady! Hilarious. Ross said, how's your weather? Well, right now, we're near, how close? I think we're in between San Antonio, New Mexico, and Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. We're in between there right now. The high today was around 50, and the low is going to be like 23. I think that's pretty good because, like, where I was in Madrid, it was snowing really bad, and the highs were like in the 30s, like the last couple days. Add brown sauce to your Amazon wish list. Oh. If only, look, if we could get foods from other countries, that would be amazing. But daggone regulations keep us from doing that most of the time. Not all the time. There's some ways around it, I hear. I've seen people do it. I have to hold my food. Audrey just snuck up behind me trying to get to it. Belle said this close to how it was today in Jersey. Oh, nice. That's not bad. I think that's fine for, like, winter weather. That's not too bad. I would like it a little bit warmer, but it's not bad. That's cool that in Jersey it's about the same. Nob said, Trader Joe's is pretty good for getting some German stuff. I haven't been to a Trader Joe's in, like, a little over a year, probably. Trader Joe's does have some good food, though. I have to go to Trader Joe's soon. We'll see if there's one on the way. I don't know. Honest man, we've had storms here in Scotland non-stop for weeks. That freaking storm, I forget what they called it, the one that hit here, pretty much the whole west coast, which a lot of areas needed all that rain and snow and everything. But, because of all the droughts and stuff, but goodness. They had a crazy name for it. I forget what it was now. But they had some crazy name for that storm coming through. There's a nice lake by Truth or Consequences. I'll look around there and see. Because they're supposed to have a Truth or Consequences is known for their hot springs, which, you know, I've always wanted to go to a hot springs. I'd like to go one out in the middle of nowhere, preferably, but it depends on, like, how much it is and all that. But I don't have a swimsuit. I need to look around and see what I can find. But that would be nice to go to hot springs after all the driving. Bill said, thank goodness, too, we had to do a lot of running around outside today. Yeah, that's good, then. Nob said, 40 and above is an easy winter. Yeah. I think, like, 50. 40 is fine if the sun's out. But if the sun's not out, 40 with that wind chill can be really cold. But typically, if it's 50, I can deal with it either way. It was not called the Pineapple Express Storm. That was not the name of it, no. I think a lot more people would be looking forward to it if that was the case. It was a good movie. Bell said it was the bomb cyclone. That's what it was. The bomb cyclone. I was like, what? They made it sound crazy. It's like, that doesn't sound good, does it? Ross said, this has been strange winter, hasn't it, though? All over the place. You'll get used to it being like in the 50s, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, 20s and 30s is a high, never mind. It's freaking crazy. No, yeah, the sun makes all the difference. 100%. Phoenix said, I'm not going to mention my winter temps. Yeah, we don't need you to rub it in, Phoenix. We don't need you to rub it in. Nob said, check out Hot Soaker's channel on YouTube for all the hot spots. Alright. Yeah, 50s here and wearing light flannels. And in California, they're wearing Arctic gear. Well, dude, it's all about what you're used to, right? Like, if you grow up somewhere and you're used to 70s and 80s, even if it's in the 50s, it's going to feel freaking freezing to you, you know? I think I'm going to turn this down now. I can tell it's getting a little cooler outside. The sun went down. Like, as soon as the sun goes down, we'll go to like 30. There we go. Ross said, I'm in Illinois. There hasn't been any snow. We've only had 4 in the entire winter. What? That's nuts, really? Rob said, yeah, I had a friend that was in the Middle East for a while, and they got used to 110, 120 in the winter? Yeah, that would be... Oh my god. Could you imagine if that was your winter, and then you, like, went somewhere where the winters were, like, even if they were 50, it would feel freezing to you. Phil said that ad sounded like it belonged on a different YouTube. What ad was it? What ad was it? I don't know what ads play on my... So you even get ads during lives? You guys gotta tell me this. I have premium, so I don't know. That's not me rubbing shit in. I just don't know. I have no patience. I have no patience. So there are ads on lives? You've got to let me know. There are ads on live videos even? And if so, what are the ads? Nob said, yeah, I don't know if you're premium too. I don't see ads. I'm premium. But... I said check out Hot Soaker on YouTube for all the hot spots. Oh, that was the commercial? What? Honest Man said, I've never had an ad on your live videos ever. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't think they did that on lives, like on, you know, the regular videos. Oh, you were talking about not... Oh, you were talking about... You're talking about his ad. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense, everybody. I was like, there are ads on lives now? What the heck? Val, you got us. You got us, Val. You got us. I was over here like, what do you mean? We're talking about having premium and not and all that stuff. Val was talking about the freaking comment. That's hilarious. No charge for that. Oh, that's fucking funny. That was a good one, Val. Val, did you mean to get us all like that? Because you got us pretty good. You got us pretty good. Confusion-free broadcasting. Oh my goodness. It just sound like some kind of ad you would hear. That's funny. That was a good one, Val. Listen, no, I think I'm on delay and I can't type that fast sometimes. Honestly, I said Lost Renegade's live videos will cut out from time to time as YouTube are trying to put ads on their live videos, even when they have premium. Oh, really? So they do put like ads on some live videos? I wonder if that's a thing when like you have so many subscribers or so many people watching and that's when they choose to put the ads on. Probably, right? Maybe it's just because I only have like 6 people in here. I don't know. That's crazy though. I didn't know they would do that. But I guess, whatever they can monetize, they're gonna do it, right? I said usually it's knobs confusing everyone. Yeah, I know, you guys switched roles today. I said I can make myself an offer that even I can't understand. That's crazy. That was a good one. Rogue is just staring at me, just shoveling this food in my face, like, Mom, excuse me. And then Audrey keeps trying to stick her face in my mac and cheese. They're like, excuse me, don't I get some of this? Lay off me, I'm starving. Yeah, I know. Honest Man said Lost Renegades were complaining about it. Yeah, it's crazy. On a live, I wouldn't think, but I mean, companies are greedy, so if they think, 4,000 people are watching this, oh my god, they're gonna try to make money off of it. Sadly. Even though it's a freaking live, there really shouldn't be. Can I not drop my fork? There should not be ads on lives. You know what I mean? It's so ridiculous. Audrey likes that atomic orange sauce. Oh, she's obsessed with the atomic orange sauce. Oh, thanks, Val! You're the only person I watch live here. Thank you. Ross said, well, I guess I just jinxed it. Now it's actually sleeting. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's what I was trying to avoid. It was supposed to start sleeting in Madrid, I think, in like a day or two, but it was snowing like 5 days in a row. And I was like, oh, no, we got to go. We got to go. She will have orange tea. Orange face. Yeah, she's a little fiend. Audrey's a little fiend. I'll give her a bite of the macaroni, like, whenever I'm done. But she'll be alright. Oh, I gotta see. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to charge my phone soon. Well, guys, I guess we've been on here like an hour. I guess I get off here unless there's something else you guys want to talk about. We've already been on here an hour, guys. The animals are just like... I did not get out of frame with that one. It's because Rogue is right here just staring at me. I took him on a WAOK right before this, hoping they were going to relax. And we just, we drove for 2 hours before that. So Star's like laying down, guarding the front door because we just got here. It's a new place. Rogue is just begging for food. She was up front doing the same thing, but she smelled food and came right up here. Honestly, did you ever watch I did watch it. That's insanity. I mean, I guess if people got the money to freaking throw down for that, But what it start out like 50 grand or something to start out. Like, is it that serious, guys? I mean, for some people, if you got the money, I guess. If you don't mind just tossing out 50 grand, but like, I was like, the amount of tattoos you could get for 50 grand, like by some amazing artists that you picked. When I saw there, they brought in 3 artists. The guy's got a team or whatever, and he brings in his own artist. And the person that was getting tattooed just met them for the first time that day. Like, do you not pick the artist that's going to tattoo you while you're under anesthesia? Like, I don't know. I'd have to look into that some more, but that seems a little cool. Jetsons tat on your arm. What? I don't have a Jetsons tat. Where are you seeing Jetsons? What are you thinking about Jetsons? There's no Jetson tat on my arm. What are you talking about, Knobs? There's no Jetsons? What do you think is Jetsons? Oh, that, I'm guessing? It's not Jetsons. Getting tattooed under anesthesia doesn't seem legit. I mean, it's legit. They're doing it. But I just, what caught me off guard was like, he just, the guy just met the people that were tattooing him that day. And we're like, hey, here's me, and I brought these other 2 guys, and we're just going to blast out your ribs and sleeve today. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then they just drew on him, and he went under, and they tattooed him. And I was like, I know there's stuff that they don't show, but I'm curious to know more about that, like how they go about that. You have to have some pain. Honest Man said you could charge $10K for the unique experience of getting inked in a school bus. I don't think I'm to that point yet, but maybe eventually. We'll see. We'll see how things go. His street cred. It really, yeah. It's street cred till they find out that you went under anesthesia to get all those tattoos. All of a sudden, it's not gonna. As far as street cred goes, I have a feeling you're not gonna get much street cred if you're like, yeah, they knocked me out and then I got all this done. Yeah. You'd have to lie. Like, oh yeah. It was excruciating. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, some of the guys that they've shown are really good artists. The ones that I saw just did black and gray, so I'm curious to see some of the other tattoo artists that are working for that company. So I'll probably look into it again some more and just find out some more information just out of curiosity. And like maybe look into how they do it, because I'm curious how they're going about that. But yeah, I did look into it. It's crazy town, bunch of, I mean, those artists are making their money though. You know what I mean? They're getting paid. Even that dentist, they're getting paid. If 50,000 is the minimum, they're getting paid. So it's a good gig for them. No hate on them at all. I'm about halfway through it. Oh, oh. Honest Man said street cred goes out the window when people find out you dropped $50K for a 60-pound tattoo. Wouldn't that be? Oh, that's. Now I haven't seen any like really small ones, but I mean the ones that I saw. Now I don't know how much this dude put down because they didn't say what his minimum, how much he paid, but you could tell this dude had well, anybody that goes there's gonna have money, right? But this dude was getting his entire ribs done and like some stuff on his back, I think. And So I'm curious what he paid for that. He had 3 artists tattooing him at the same time, and he got his teeth worked on the same day. So I know that's not the minimum. You know what I mean? That's obviously one of the higher ups. But I'm curious what the smallest tattoo that somebody has paid 50K for was. I want to know what the minimum, like, what's the minimum, if the minimum is $50,000, how many hours of tattooing does that include? Is that just like an hour of tattooing? You know what I mean? These are questions I have to know. I will have to look that up. I'm really curious about that. But like I said, those freaking artists and that dentist are all making their money. Wow. You see her trying to get it? Trying to steal my food. Probably a self-portrait. Just a 7 round liner. Do it. Oh, a 7 round liner dot. That'd be nuts. If somebody just dropped $50,000 and then didn't get, like, if $50,000 is just an hour, that is stupid. It can't. Surely it could, but surely it's not just like an hour. You know what I mean? So, like, how many hours does that cover? $50,000. I'm gonna have to go on their website and check it out. I'm really curious. You both are a mess. They're both begging so bad. That's a house in some parts of the country. Yeah. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. Yeah. I just can't. I can't get over that 50,000. Well, there you go. I can't get over that 50,000 minimum. I'm gonna get on the website and, like, I'm gonna find out, because I gotta know. And then I'll let you guys know when I find out. We'll talk about it next time. No. You gotta wait till I'm done. You know. Sick details. I can't imagine them keeping people under for more than 2 hours. I think they did, with the one that I watched, they did, like, I think it was at least 5 or 6 hours. But I mean, it's an anesthesiologist, right? So, like, my back surgery was 5 hours. And I know some people that have been under for 7. So, like, you have to by regulation, you have to do tests prior to being put under anesthesia. So, like, they have to check your heart, and they have to do all these freaking different tests on you to make sure that it's going to be safe for you to go under. So they have to do all of that first, too. Plus, what are they making of advertising? Yeah, I don't know. Do you think they'll let me pay them in brown sauce? I mean, you never know, right? You know, you might smuggle it in and get some deals. I don't know. It's worth a shot, right? Just send them an email. Val said, I really wouldn't trust being under that long for something unnecessary like a tattoo. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I've had plenty of people say, oh, I wish you could just put me under, or I wish you could just remove my arm and stuff. But, like, I've told them, even before this was a thing that we just heard about, like, it would be so expensive. It would be so expensive because you have to have somebody monitoring them under anesthesia the entire time. And like, even like I said beforehand, there's lots of testing and stuff. So, like, yeah, I know it would be expensive. That's why I can't imagine doing it myself. But I mean, like I said, you get people that have a ton of money and they'll go and spend freaking $500 on a T-shirt just because. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's people out there that are gonna pay it. Then make your money, I guess. Just not from me. Being under that long, did you see anything? Now, you're talking about like out of body stuff. So like when my back was broken originally, I was like 11, and I actually did go out of my body, and I saw what was happening. Um, so I have got out of my body before and like seen everything, so I know what that's like. When I went under anesthesia for my back surgery, it was I don't remember anything. And then when they woke me up, I was swinging though. There were like five or six, so they woke me up, and like I just started coming to, and I saw like five or six people standing around me. So I just freaked out, and I started like just swinging at all of them. um, but as far as actual surgery and stuff, I don't remember anything from the surgery. It was just black. I was just sleeping pretty much. You know, like I knew. I think that's a difference too, right? When it's something sudden that happens to you that you're not expecting and stuff, that's when something drastic like that could happen. I think knowing that I was going in for a surgery and stuff, my body knew what was happening, my soul or whatever knew what was happening. You know what I mean? Like I knew what was going on, and I knew I wasn't in a deep threat of any sort. So I think that's why I didn't have any kind of other experience, you know what I mean, with that. The tattoo would have to have some sick details in order to pay 50 grand for it. It would have to look very, very realistic. Well, the artists that I did see on there were doing realism, and they are good artists. So, but I'm curious. I want to know, like, do they offer different styles, and like, do you get to do some kind of like, do you get to talk to them over Zoom or something like beforehand to go over the ideas and what you want, and you know what I mean? I want to know what all of that's like. I'm just curious because, like I said, that guy that I saw, he acted like he didn't even meet any of these people before. He was like, "Oh, this is so and so and so and so," and he was like, "Oh, okay." He just seemed surprised, like he didn't know who was going to be tattooing him. That's why I was like, "Oh." No, upset. I've had out of body experience on stage before. On stage? Whoa. Yeah, mine was sort of a quick, just like a quick, there I was. And then I don't know how long I was out of body. For a minute, for a hot minute. But I'm pretty sure mine was just because I was, trying to decide if I was actually dead or not. Am I? Am I dead? I might be. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm laying there pretty still. I don't know. Am I dead? I don't know. Val said, after my appendectomy, I woke up really confused, and all I could think about was needing to pee desperately. Dude, yeah. You had, because of so many fluids that they're pumping into you while you're under and stuff to make sure that you stay hydrated and everything, and to give you your drugs, you know what I mean? You end up having to pee really bad after surgery, for sure. Honest Man said 50K is just to pay the artist. He didn't say anything about the insurance cost. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's not for me. I gotta heat this back up. I'm talking so much. I'm gonna heat it. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna put this in the oven. Keep it warm. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Whoop, put that on low. Keep it warm. Yes. Excuse me. And upset. Imagine being one of the poor persons that woke up during surgery. Oh, I don't want to imagine that. I was just talking to somebody about that a couple days ago. And dude, she told me she woke up like 6 or 7 times during her surgery. That's insane. But that's like one of the other reasons, you know what I mean? You do like all the testing and everything too, but like, good grief. I can't imagine. And it was like chest surgery. No, no. Oh, I can't imagine. She said she was a little loopy and she felt like she was in some kind of effed up Pink Floyd video when she woke up. But she said it happened 6 or 7 times. I was like, that is way too many. One time is too many. Especially on the chest. Because, like, you'd wake up and you know the first thing you're going to do is, like, look at it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I can't imagine. I said, yeah, I drank a ton of barium and then they gave me IV fluids. Then the contrast dye for the x-ray. I was pumped full of everything. Fun. Woke up during your eyeball surgery. I'm nervous to get LASIK because anything with the eyeball freaks me the F out, dude. You can have that, Audrey. That's fine. Yeah, anything with eyeballs freak me out. Like, I can touch it and stuff. Like, that's fine. Sorry to anybody that can't handle it. But, like, anything like horror movies and stuff where, like, people are doing anything with I cannot watch it. I don't want to see it. And, like, LASIK, like, part of me wants LASIK done, but then most of me is still like, well, maybe if they just do one eye at a time. And then you heal it. Like, one eye, and then it heals, and you make sure that's good. And then maybe you do... I wouldn't do the second eye, probably. I don't know. It just, that's a fear that I have. The new eyeball thing is called Smile. That's supposed to be the state-of-the-art correction. Why is it called Smile? Hi, baby. You won't come up here? Come on up here. There we go. Cutie pie. Knob said, contrast injections are fine. You can feel this stuff burning throughout your whole body. That does not sound pleasant. That does not sound good. I've had some, like, I don't know what it was, but I've had some kind of injection before that, like, made everything feel warm, and it also makes you feel like you're peeing yourself. I've had that before. It's not very fun. I don't remember what that was for, though. I think that's when they... Oh, I think that was when, so, with, like, when I was, like, I don't know, like, 20 or so, I, like, all of a sudden swelled up and looked like I was, like, 6 months pregnant, and I started freaking out. And I didn't have insurance at the time, and so I went to the family health center, and they said to me these words. They said, well, it's either, without doing any tests, mind you, except for a urine test. That's it, right? They said, well, it's one of two things. They said it's either colon cancer or a food allergy. And I was like, you just gonna drop that big C? Just gonna drop that big C. I was quite annoyed, but it was for some testing to do with that, I think, if I remember correctly. It was a food allergy. It was lactose. I was lactose intolerant, and I'd been eating dairy because even though my mom knew I was lactose intolerant from being a baby, she left when I was 7, and then my father knew it, but he decided not to tell me because it was more of a hassle for him because he enjoyed milk, and so he just didn't tell me. And so every day, every one of our meals, I mean, we grew up on a farm, every one of our meals had, like, dairy of some sort in it. Cheese, milk, you know what I mean? Everything had it in there. Yeah, it ended up causing a big issue later on, so. It's sorted now. That's good. But, yeah. Yeah, it does. Makes you feel like you have to pee. It's really weird. Honest man, I was having a squint straightened and woke up with them cutting the muscles into my eye. Really, dude? Really? That's gross. Honest man, it's too much. That's disgusting. That sounds awful. I would have freaked out. What kind of farm? Tobacco and corn. Not a dairy farm, but my uncle had a dairy farm. One of my uncles had a dairy farm. Yeah, it was tobacco and corn. Which really, I helped hang and take down the tobacco, but that was like on our property where we were, but it was for one of the other uncles. But I would have to climb up and hang the tobacco and then take it down. And then one of the other uncles did most of the corn. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we had to hang. So like I would climb up. It was like probably six. I think about 6 rafters high. The barn, and so I would climb up the rafters and hang them. And then whenever they finished drying and everything, I would go climb up and throw them down to the onto the back of a truck. I know how to roll cigars. Oh, cool. I never learned how to roll cigars. Once I took the tobacco down and stuff, that was the last time I saw it. Thank goodness, though, really. I mean, the amount of, like, dry tobacco dust and stuff that's in the air, I don't know how I didn't get high out of my mind and fall off those rafters, to be honest. But luckily I didn't. But yeah, I never did any part of that. Once I took it down and threw it on the back of that truck, that was the last time I saw the tobacco. One of my uncles would chew pure tobacco. He did not have any teeth left, you know. But yeah. I watched a professional cigar roller roll a giant blunt. It was insane. Yeah, I've never done it. I've seen people roll blunts, but to be fair, they don't quite look the quality of a nice cigar. The ones that I've seen, anyway. Tobacco leaves are kind of like fine wine grapes. I mean, I thought it's a lot better hanging up the fresh stuff than taking down the dried stuff. I know that. He was rolling it for Bert Krishner for his Netflix show. Oh, that's cool. It's all different kinds and tastes. I don't know anything about the kind it was. I wasn't explained. Nobody told me any of that. They said, "You're young and agile. Climb them there rafters." That's all I got. I didn't get any details on like what kind of tobacco or anything. So who'd we sell it to? I have not a clue. What kind was it? I don't know. Tobacco. They said, "Climb them there rafters." It's like, okay. It has to be a hard way to make a buck. I didn't make any money off of that because I was a child of a farmer. Even though my father didn't technically do the farming, the family did. And so, since members of the family, I didn't get paid anything. They were just like, "Hey, go do this." And I was like, I don't think I made any money. If I did ever make any money, it wouldn't have been more than like $5 or $10. But I don't recall ever making money doing that. Just climbing the rafters and yeah. Well, I mean, not a big deal. I guess I didn't need money at the time. You know what I mean? I mean, we didn't, like, There wasn't really much that I needed money for unless I wanted to go buy a soda or something. You know what I mean? Or some candy. But, like, that was rare. Not a big deal. It was just something that was done. My mama would occasionally pay me to mow her grass, like $5 or $10, which was pretty nice. So I did get a little bit of money from her. She's really the only one that I remember paying me anything. Maybe my uncle did at some point for mowing his grass. I can't remember. It was a long time ago now. But, like, yeah, for tobacco, which was a lot more work than, like, mowing grass, I don't recall making any money off of that. I didn't think tobacco farms were abolished in civil. What? I didn't think tobacco farms were abolished in civilized countries, along with slavery. Forgive my ignorance. Earn some pocket money to buy cigarettes. Yeah, I didn't start. I didn't. I didn't smoke then. Thinking, well, I was a child, but I mean, I didn't. I didn't smoke. I think I started smoking. I went back and forth. I'd start and then I'd quit, and I'd start. But I don't think I even started until much later, like in my 20s, I think. And then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped. You know. I cut my neighbor's grass in exchange. He takes care of the snow. Yeah, that's brilliant. I think we talked about that last time. That's a good deal. That is a really good deal. I like that. It's a good exchange. Well, I know everybody's got to go watch. Did you hand drill your cigs? When I was in, because I was smoking when I went over to England and Ireland in 2016. And I did hand drill cigarettes then, yes. Because it was a lot cheaper. Buying cigarettes over there, I forget how much it was, but it was a lot more expensive to buy a pack of cigarettes than it was to buy the tobacco and hand roll it yourself. So I did hand roll it the entire time I was over there. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper to do that. And I did. And I did. But it's just time consuming, you know what I mean? But if you don't care to, like, sit there and, like, but, like, when I was, I was going wild camping and stuff, so, like, I would just sit there, like, at night or whatever, to have a little fire going, and I'd just roll a few cigarettes, you know what I mean, and get some ready for the next day. You know, wasn't a big deal. Healthier, too. That's what I hear. You were just looking for something to get into, aren't you? What? There's a little bit of macaroni right here. Why didn't you eat this? Here. There you go. She is silly. Rogue. Zen and the art of smoking. What? Retract your message! Retract it! Hurry! Hurry before someone sees. You got it. You caught it. I didn't see it. She is determined to cause mischief. She's looking for something to get into, dude. Oh, I'm gonna try to put her in. Some nights I put her in that little kennel, and she does great, and she doesn't meow at all. And I think she's used to it again. And then I go to try to put her like last night, and Jesus freaking Christ, she was freaking me. If you have a cat, you know how hard it is to try to sleep if they are constantly meow crying at you. And last night, she was meow crying for like an hour and a half right next to my head and would not go to sleep for anything, dude. And I was like, fine. I gave in eventually because, like, usually if I, like, ignore it for like 45 minutes or so. She'll be quiet and she'll go back to sleep. It did not happen last night. She just kept on. And so I just took her out there, grabbed her, and I was like, oh, fine, but you have to sleep under the blanket with me, you know, and I just, like, put her in, tucked her underneath the blanket. But I just want her to stay in there so that we can heal up that paw, which we have to soak again here in a little bit. She hates it. She hates it so much, but we got to heal that up. It is looking a little bit better, but, like, as far as how big it is, but it is still healing. They messed it up when they did that biopsy, dude. Well, I say a biopsy. There were like 3 spots in her toe bean that they freaking cut out. So stressful, you guys. It's stressful. I know. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, like they took a biopsy. For one, you know, they did it wrong. We know that now, right? For 2, there were like three different spots that they took out, and then like the stitch didn't stay in at least one of the spots and started to come out in another spot. So then it opened up, so then it was like a hole, and it had already started healing to the point that you couldn't re-stitch it wouldn't do anything. So like we just have to try to wait for it to heal from the inside out the rest of the way. And like, it's been stressful. I cannot wait for it to be healed completely. I'm trying not to let it stress me out, but it is a bit stressful because I am concerned, you know, obviously. Is it the biggest pad? Well, it is right now. It's her 3rd digit over on her back paw. Her 3rd toe pad, or toe bean. Her 3rd toe bean over on her back right paw. But yeah, it's still swollen. But I mean, it's because right next to that hole, and then that other spot where some of the stitches came out, are right beside the edge of that toe pad, like that little toe bean. And so I think that's the reason that bit of swelling, because that bit of swelling is on the side where those 2 big incisions were. So I'm thinking, because like I said, the swelling has went down a little bit, so I'm thinking as soon as those heal up, it should be back to normal. Hopefully. But yeah, it's stressful. It's stressful right now. But fingers crossed. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, I think I might be getting off here in a second, unless there's something else you want to talk about. Because it's going on 2 hours. I do sort of want... Do I have any... I don't know if I want chips. I don't know. I want something else. I think this has a pizza place in it. I'll have to look. Alright, everybody. Well, I guess I'm going to get off here then. Thanks so much for coming by and talk to me. Well, I know you got to go watch Lost Renegades now. I am driving tomorrow. Yeah, I'm taking off in the morning. I'm probably going to start around 10 or so here. Maybe earlier, just depending on what time I get going. I'm not rushing myself, but I am going to be driving tomorrow. Iceman said it's 1:40 a.m. here, so I'll be heading to bed. Dude, true that. True that. Yeah, it's only 6:40 here where I'm at right now. But I still want to finish eating my my food and then get some kind of snack or whatever and get everybody ready for bed. Good night. Oh yeah, have fun watching Wednesday. I still need to watch it, but I'll get there eventually. That might happen when I get over to courtside or something. Good night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you all. I'll try to be in the premiere for Sunday's video if at all possible, but you know. If not, I'll try to let you know. But yeah, thanks so much for coming by. Love you. Good night, everybody.